years ago, I was horseback riding, taking jumps over a course, and I had an accident where my horse and I crashed over one of the jumps, and I got crushed underneath the horse. And I injured my whole left leg from the hip all the way down to the ankle. I ripped, a lot of, basically everything off the bone, and injured, the ligaments and tendons all inside my joints.
After 8 months of physical therapy, it was just like, I'm wasting my money, I'm wasting my time. I need instant relief. I'm a dancer. I need to use my arms, and that's exactly what I had to do.
I still went to a regular orthopedic surgeon. He prescribed me medicine and all the conventional therapies, which didn't help. And then because we were in the middle of rehearsals and I was having all kinds of problems, couldn't dance because I was injured again, I decided finally that I would go to Dr. Tong.
And I think people should be very careful when it's about cutting, because that's the ultimate thing you want to do in your life. And I think you should believe that acupuncture, it helps a lot.
Healthy athletes are frequently rendered disabled for months or even years from sports injuries due to the lack of effective conventional therapy. Surgical treatments are usually unnecessary and in many cases can end the career of a professional athlete. The following examples illustrate the superiority of neurobioenergetic treatment in the healing of sports injuries. Stella Viorica is a former prima ballerina from Romania. Besides running a successful ballet company, she also teaches a full schedule of dance classes herself. As a result, occasional minor injuries are unavoidable.
As a professional dancer, I had often minor muscular injuries, and so 4 years ago I had to come to Dr. Tong because everybody recommended that he will help me and I don't have to use any medicine and I do not have to have any surgeries or x-rays or special treatment. So I came to him because I had lower back pain. And soon that was gone because, in fact, I think I did only 3 treatment, and the pain was gone. I had a knee twisted in class. I was taking a class for myself, and I had such a pain that I was limping for, I think, a few months. I went to the doctor, and they gave me, of course, medicine, and I took it. It didn't work. I went 3 times more to ask for a diagnosis. And finally, I went to a specialist, and he said that I have a meniscus torn and I need a surgery. When I heard about surgery, was the thing that didn't make me happy at all. So I was kind of ignorant. I never realized that Dr. Tong can even treat that. So I came to him again. And so, as usual, he was smiling and saying, why you came so late, because I think I could have helped you better in the beginning. But this today was the second treatment, and I can tell you that was 75% better after the first treatment. So I think it's working, and I recommend it to anybody with pain, at least give it a try. I am very happy that I didn't have to go to have a surgery, which never can be undone.
The instant relief from these treatments are so rewarding that even my children have learned to overcome the fear of needles and ask for treatment whenever they get minor injuries or other illnesses.
I dance a lot. I dance in 2 dance companies, and I dance every day. Every week I dance about 20 hours or so, more or less. And it's really strenuous on my body, and so I injure myself really easily. Like I injure my ankle or my knees or my back, and he gives me shots and acupuncture, and it helps a lot. I think I'm a good testimony because I'm younger, and people are afraid of needles, but it hurts, but it's a good hurt. It numbs it, and it just makes it feel better. And I know it may sound crazy, but I always ask him to give me shots whenever I hurt because he makes it feel better.
Well, I'm a dancer, so I get injured lots of times. And last year, sometime in January or something, I injured my ankle, and I came to Dr. Tong because my best friend is his daughter. And he gave me acupuncture, I believe, like 4 days in a row, and was gone within 2 weeks, and I could dance again.
Rachel and Maria are both dance instructors. Injuries have caused both to suffer substantially in their personal lives and their teaching activities.
Okay, after I got injured, I was taken to the hospital, and in order to treat my leg, I was given experimental laser surgery, and I went through years of physical therapy. I don't know how many people I've been to, but it's a big number, a numerous amount of people. I've had like all kinds, any kind of physical therapy you can think of I've had.
I went to a normal doctor. He prescribed anti-inflammatories and physical therapy. I went for 8 months of therapy with no relief whatsoever.
I always had pain up like near my sciatica and pain in my joints when the weather changes, aches, and just through use, because I'm a dancer, whenever I dance and use my leg, I always had some sort of injuries or pain.
After the first treatment, I felt great relief. I didn't think it was possible, but it happened.
Finally, one of my dance students, told me about her father, said that he could help me, that he was a doctor, and he had these wonderful treatments that would help me. And some of my colleagues, my other dance teachers, people that I work for, had also been to him and were telling me that, you know, they had injuries and he treated them very quickly and they recovered fully. They had no pain. I really didn't want to go. I got tendonitis and I sprained my ankle.
I was also prescribed some herbs, which I thought were the worst thing in the world to take, but they really work. They relaxed me totally, and I was really grateful for that because I had a lot of tension in my shoulders anyway, being a dancer.
I was shocked at how well the treatments worked. I felt 75% better. I had so much less pain. I could dance and come home from dancing without aching and feeling miserable. And so I continued to come back to Dr. Tong. He fixed my sprained ankle in about 2 weeks. My tendonitis after one treatment was all better. My sciatica is now completely healed, and I've only been coming to him consistently for probably about 2 months. So then we moved on to treating other things because he told me that he could heal anything that was wrong. So I asked him if he could help me. I have sinus problems, and he's been treating that. I can breathe much better now. I moved recently, like about a year ago, to California, and when I moved here I had problems breaking out. My face would break out, which I never had problems with before. He began treating that, and now that's about 75% better, even though he just started treating it maybe 1 or 2 times ago. So now, I have to say, I really look forward to my treatments. I want to come. I urge other people to come, and I can understand why one of my students and my other colleagues were trying to tell me for so long to go to Dr. Tong. I wish I'd gone to him sooner.
I first came to see Dr. Tong about 3 years ago. I injured my neck in a softball accident where I was diving for a ball and I twisted my neck. I went through a couple of months of real pain before I decided to do anything about it. And the first thing I did was I went to see a chiropractor. I saw the chiropractor for about 6 or 7 months and felt a little bit of relief from the pain, but I reached a certain level and I wasn't improving anymore. I then went to an orthopedic surgeon that the chiropractor recommended to me. And once again, the level of pain decreased somewhat, but I was still in constant pain. I was suffering from muscle spasms at least 3 or 4 times a month that were very, very painful. I couldn't turn my neck to either side. I wasn't able to tilt my head back all the way when I wanted to shave in the morning. I couldn't even tilt my head straight back.